Right? Listen, we have to make sure that I'm clear in this conversation. I made a lot of mistakes. This is important. I messed
We
up.
should stop here.
Yeah,
Please stop.
I messed up a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
I stepped in the mousetrap on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
I mishandled. But I learned from them really quick. And what I didn't let them do, which is what most of us do, is we recoil as the turtle head
Yep.
back into the shell, and we stay there.
Yep.
And listen, I'm as sensitive and cry over mistakes I've made as much as anybody does. But I knew, that's why I've always associated the pursuit with dating. It's just really subjective. It's a lot of timing. It's a lot of chemistry, and it's a lot of how you approach someone based on where they are. And so to me, I was like, oh, I think I can kind of make a little formula, a little matrix
Yeah.
out of this whole.
Yes.
And again, so to me, I'm thinking, I'm not out in all the places where all of my friends or all of my peers or all the members of the Actors Network are. Hey, maybe this will help you out. Maybe you won't look like a moron like I just did last night.
Yes,
It's like,
exactly.
so again, I just didn't. I think anything that can make us get through life, life's tough enough. Easier, faster, more simple, and with less mental difficulty is a
Yeah.
good thing. And that's pretty much how I approached the pursuit of show business. Is, man, some of this stuff can be really debilitating
Right.
when you know that something didn't go well. And I just didn't. I just was trying to help people not have it. It's not a spreadsheet. It's not a math equation. It's not a widget that you're selling. You're
Right.
trying to engage with people as a person who's also simultaneously a product, but who can also be judged and be dismissed as a product because of how you come across as a person.
Right.
I mean, that is a mess of a quagmire, of a landmine, that we feel so reticent about even stepping into that minefield. A lot of times we take what is our walking billboard and it just stays at home. And now we're busy just trying to do it on social media. But most people aren't like your friend who was the comic.
Yep.
They haven't built enough of something
That's it.
for someone like that other person, the other comic, who that
Right.
was, to go, oh, well, you're just blah, blah, blah away from doing the thing.
Yep. That's it.
And so we're busy sort of trying to make this paper facade out of social media without actually having done any of the stuff. I'm not talking about influencers. I'm talking about people who want to be an actor.
Yep.
And so I did targeted networking because it's like I started looking at the trades and I started recognizing, if I want to get that, if I want to be there, I have to have these people know that I exist.
Right.
But I don't want them to just know that I exist. I want it to actually come with something, whether that is what I can present that I've booked and or how I speak to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what we don't consider, PJ. We don't consider that all of these people, and this includes agents and managers too, they have to work with you.
Yep.
It's not a have-to job. And so if they get the sense by talking to you, even briefly, even if you're the fawning fan, if they get the sense that you're not going to be able to be a professional on set or at places, people will just walk around you. It's too much at stake.
Yeah.
You have to be able to show them that you may be enthralled with this person, but you can't go into an audition or make it look like that if you book that show, if I book that job, that once I get on set, I'm just gonna be like, and go over and be knocking on their door trailer and shit and trying to talk to them because you have a scene with them in an hour. It's like and
That's so.
and people have done that, and so you just and
I know.
I mean, I worked with Andy Griffith and Dick Van Dyke. I mean, Ed Asner just passed away. It's like I didn't work with Ed because he was really old by the time I got here. But I mean, I worked with two of the biggest icons in television, and it was great. But you can't conduct yourself like a fan if you're there to do a job. And so my thing about targeted networking is you have to be able to at least invent a formula, even if it's not you, that allows you to be a certain way so that they don't just recoil and run.
Right.
Because because even back then that was the case. It's worse today. That's why I think a lot of that stuff is even harder today for us.